Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Crypto Wisdom. And if you have been through my earlier videos, I have spoken about NFTs, I've spoken about the potential, I've spoken about GameFi and play to earn games, I've spoken about their potential, give you insight on what's happening with the current gaming industry and what sort of things will change once crypto gaming or play to earn gaming comes into picture. Now, in this video, I'm going to discuss a combination of both. What would NFTs and crypto gaming mean to a lot of people out there? What is the potential? And few of the projects which I personally like. We're going to run through an article which contains details on blockchain gaming. I'm going to show you some stats in terms of the gaming, the NFT boom, and what's happening with the NFT market on every 24 hours, what's the market range and stuff like that. And we are going to go ahead and quickly have a discussion on whether it's really worth looking forward for GameFi and NFT combined together and what's the future for them in the coming years. This is Mr. Aslan. Crypto education is my passion. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, purely done for educational purposes. People who are getting into crypto right now, I think you need to watch these kind of videos first before you start your investments. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I request you to please hit the like and the subscribe button. That would really give me a lot of motivation to bring in more relevant content to you guys in the near future. Let's get on with this video, guys. I'll directly jump first to the NFT statistics that's going on right now. So from 2018 to 2020, if you look at the NFT marketplace, you can see the growth in front of you. It was $40.96 million market cap in the year 2018. It shot up to 141.56 2019, that's last year. And this year, it's almost around 338. We still have 2 more months to end the year. I'm guessing it would definitely be reaching the potential of say around $400 million, yeah, or even more than that, because you're seeing a lot of things happening with NFTs. But look at the way that the NFT marketplace has grown. This is what I wanted to showcase to you guys. Moving on with what is the trading volume daily. Right now, I'm in this website, and by the way, guys, I'll leave the links to all these websites in the description below. You can come back and check at your time of ease to go through few more details which are in the website as well. The number of NFTs sold in last 24 hours amounts to 23,348, and the total trading volume says it's around $57.35 million. That's just in 24 hours. Now imagine what would happen if this was just around 10 days. That's around a trading volume of $570 million, guys. I'll leave it to you if it's huge or small to go ahead and decide. Let's quickly run through the article that I was speaking of. It's in Cyberscrilla website or the blog. I'll just leave this link in the description below as well. NFTs were first popularized as digital art pieces. However, as time goes on, you should expect it to see more than just non-fungible art. Try NFT gaming, for example. So, what exactly is NFT gaming? NFT gaming or blockchain gaming brings NFT based economic incentives to players and uses cryptocurrency as a payment solution and reward system to the players. Players can send, receive, and use in game non fungible tokens representing the digital identity of their favorite video game characters, items, and assets. Now that's what is NFT utilization majorly in gaming. Now in-game assets that you have, be it even a costume, be it even a headgear, be it even a weapon, be it even a place inside the game. Like some of these games, like Minecraft, have options where you can build your own universe or the world, right? Entirely. So you just build a pack and you mint it as an NFT. That's how cool it is. I've heard that Sandbox is one such game or the project where it's similar to Minecraft and you can own a piece of land as an NFT altogether and sell it and trade it in the marketplace. Before I move forward on the gaming front, we checked on the NFT part. Let's get on to the gaming section. You can see here in front of you the graph. That's as of October. A company called Newzoo has surveyed and given the details. You can see the total revenue right now till now is around $174.9 billion for the gaming industry alone. So China and US account to almost 49% of the overall industry revenue that has come out in 2020, and the expected revenue is somewhere close to around $190 billion this year alone, guys. Just 10% of that coming into the gaming projects that are there in crypto. Just 10%. I'm being very, very generous in terms of taking that 10%. You can just come down to coin market cap, check out here what's the market cap of one single game out there. It's around $8 billion. Take 10 out of it, that's 80 billion for you. It's how big it is, right? So I know each and every game that comes out cannot reach that potential as soon as it comes out. There is some time a lag involved, but we'll speak about it more as the video progresses. Moving on, guys, in this article it says what purpose do NFTs serve in gaming? Well, NFTs are adopted to represent ownership of in-game assets such as items, characters, and achievements. Like I've told you, it can be any in-game asset altogether. So it can be bought, it can be sold, and it can be traded on third-party marketplaces. Sometimes right now the in-game marketplaces are also getting popular. So the game itself has inbuilt marketplaces right now. You don't need to actually go for third-party all the time. But well, you do have that opportunity to go ahead and list some of your so-called in-game assets on OpenSea Market as well, which would give you a much more exposure to all the people who are not still part of the game but still want to collect those NFTs. And gamers may show off their skill level and achievements via the blockchain ledger. And this is also actually something great. Any game that you take, when you complete those games and you earn those respective NFTs, say for example, you complete a level within three minutes, you're getting a special weapon as such. If that special weapon that is awarded to you is now part of the blockchain because it's an NFT asset altogether, right? So anyone who is purchasing it, now you become the owner, you have earned it. You have not purchased it from someone, just like other in-game items that do help you in terms of normal regular gaming. The NFTs and the achievements that you have with you that you have collected will definitely be there with you, and you can go ahead and trade them and still make money out of it on the OpenSea market or any other NFT marketplace that's out there. Now, how do you play a blockchain video game? In order to play a blockchain game, it needs access to Web 3.0, generally through a plugin such as a MetaMask or a Dapper wallet. You may need to purchase cryptocurrency to spend in game as well. Although, depending on the type of economy architecture implemented, users don't necessarily need to always spend money to play. Now, this is the beauty of blockchain gaming. Few of the projects like Axie Infinity definitely require you to have a certain amount of Ethereum available and purchase the starter kit at least to start the game with some three those creatures are axes as they call them, right? So you need to have those three creatures with you to start the game at least to begin with, and that requires a little bit of investment, right? So but there are other games on the same line which are play to earn, but again they are very much free to play completely. You don't need to, they give you a starter pack, but it's not mandatory for you to actually purchase to start the game altogether. If you want to improvise, yeah, you start playing the game, earn some in-game currency, then or spend some cryptocurrency from your own and go ahead and purchase advanced cards or advanced characters which will help you advance in the game. As of now, NFTs incorporated games are only playable on the browser. However, many blockchain game creators have developed mobile apps that allow you to play blockchain based games from the palm of your hand and earn cryptocurrency from playing as well. It's technically very difficult to build an app, especially ones that you want to integrate with a blockchain altogether. And that's something which is a technology which is evolving day by day, and we can definitely see this happening in the next year. It is not impossible, I would say, but it is a kind of a bit of difficulty right now because there should be certain bridges that need to be built in terms of having the communication established between the mobile app, the Web 3.0 interface, or the internet. Web 3.0 might definitely change a lot of things as and when the technologies evolve, which in the next year we can definitely see a lot of people coming out with mobile applications. I mean, there are already few of them. I wouldn't say there are not mobile applications right now which involve blockchain gaming, but as and when the time passes by, you would see crypto mobile gaming platform evolve into a whole new section. Not impossible, but that's what is going to happen in the near future, guys. Now, what's the main advantage about blockchain gaming versus the traditional gaming? The biggest advantage that you have, gamers can are able to monetize their hard earned in-game assets and earn real money as a reward for their ability to play the game. The blockchain will bring a true revolution in competitive games and will improve the user satisfaction and affiliation. This is somewhat of a thing that a lot of people crave for, because when the traditional gaming that you think about it, a person who is not at all having that skill, which I was speaking of earlier, can even spend $1,000 and get the most advanced gear and equipment in the game and probably start beating people who are trying to start off slow and probably have the best of the skills, but they cannot afford to spend that money to go ahead and purchase all those upgrades to any of the in-game assets that are there. And where would all that money go? And where would the ownership lie? It's with the company or the particular platform which the game is being hosted on. And once the game shuts down, it's all gone. Even if you spent $100,000 or a $10 small amount, it's absolutely gone. Think of all these battle passes that you get, right? So you do have a lot of online games that are happening, be it Call of Duty, be it Dota 2. All these games, whenever you purchase these particular special passes or special items as such, they only stay as long as the game is alive. And once the game shuts, kind of an investment which you will never get a return for. But here it's something different. As and when the game gets popular, your NFTs will also start getting popular, guys. And that's one of the way where you can earn a huge income in terms of just showing your skill and playing your game. Enjoyment and earning it and filling your bags. Well, where else would you get it apart from crypto gaming or play to earn games? And that too with NFTs added, that's a bonus, a win-win situation for both the sides. It's not a new concept that you see that these things are happening in terms of losing your revenue or losing whatever investments you have done, but NFTs definitely can change that in the game. Now, you take your in-game articles, bring them to wherever you go, sell them, trade them. This not only benefits the gamer but also the creators of the games who mints these NFTs and sells them. Why? Because royalty is always paid on each and every resale that happens for the actual creator, guys. And how is it governed? No one is going to govern the percentage apart from the person who minted it. So if I'm a creator, I mint an NFT today, I would be deciding what is the royalty factor. And at the time of minting, when I decide the royalty factor and I mint that particular NFT, whatever resales happen later on, that much percentage of that revenue can come down to me. The starting sale of that particular NFT was at 1 Ethereum. Just an example, I'm not saying the exact. And you set the royalty of around 10%. That's zero point 0.1 Ethereum for you. Think of it, it sold for around 6 months duration. The game became very popular, and that particular NFT sold for 100 Ethereum out there. And what would the creator get now? It's not zero point 0.1 Ethereum, guys. It's almost 10 Ethereum worth of royalty bonus that the creator would get. Now, show me any other art industry out there who's really paying those hardworking creators this much of amount as equivalent to whatever they have on the resale price. They wouldn't even get the royalty out there, guys. And NFT is going to be a game changer for that. Now, how much do blockchain games cost to play? Some of them definitely cost quite a bit. And again, depending on your likes, and some of them have minimal investments to start off with. It may cost anywhere between 50 to 350 on an average. Now, this again, the amount depends on the Ethereum value as well, because the in-game currencies or the usual start-off packs would always be based on Ethereum or the respective in-game currency. So you will have to convert this value to crypto. It's a starting figure for most of the games out there, and some of them, yes, they are definitely free. Blockchain-based games may cost you a lot more money overall when taking into consideration the purchase of NFTs, but you have to remember you can also earn money playing these games with selling your NFTs. So many games may not charge a dime, such as Hexarchia. That's another game that's based on the Unreal Engine, guys. So maybe try starting it with the basics if you are hesitant about this new style of gaming. Otherwise, full steam ahead. As good as you spending a lot of money on battle passes, all those upgrades and stuff like that, you can do the same with blockchain gaming as well. Now, I'll come down to the challenges a little later, but let's look at the future of blockchain gaming. NFTs are likely to pave a new road for many industries in the world, gaming being and no exception. So, what exactly is the future? Well, the future of blockchain gaming includes adding value to the creators, players, and consumers in the gaming industry through the use of NFTs. Also, the security and safety provided by blockchain adds an additional layer of comfort and interaction for gamers and creators alike. In future, blockchain gaming will offer a way for you to be part of the game and actually interact with the virtual world. Top gamers will unlock and collect the scarce assets as they can own as a badge of honor for their hard work and dedication to the game. This is what I was speaking of. Skill-based gaming is truly rewarded in the crypto gaming space. The audience that consume gamers content and media will all have the opportunity to invest in their favorite players and support them through the purchase of NFTs and other digital assets. In fact, it's not only different than collecting your favorite sport player's jersey or card. That's another market open all out there, guys, because you do have a lot of fan following for all these online games that do happen, that get streamed on Twitch or YouTube or any other streaming platform. Imagine you would like to actually give them an NFT or an in-game asset so that they can play a little better and they have some edge over other players. You can do that now, and that's what NFTs are all about, right? Ownership transfer is much more easier now. Now, you couldn't actually be doing it on a traditional gaming platform where you could purchase a battle pass and go ahead and share that with the other person because it's locked to your specific ID. But here with NFTs, it changes everything. True decentralization is definitely coming into picture in gaming as well. The gamer creates underlying value by building a following then the audience can benefit from the purchase of these valuable assets by selling and collecting them as the personal crypto wallet. Now, this again becomes a collector market. If you are having some favorite gamers or a fan following for a specific gamer out there, creators can get in collaboration with these gamers, or gamers themselves then can start launching exclusive NFTs out there in collaboration with other artists. Well, the opportunities are many, guys. So, looking even further ahead, I predict NFTs and blockchain will collide with virtual reality, ultimately creating a fully functional and interactive online gaming world where you can network with other gamers, display your achievements, and of course, play head to head against anyone in the world. NFTs will change the way gaming community plays, consumes, interacts, and will add a tremendous amount of value to everyone involved. Welcome to the future of gaming. This is exactly what I was quoting. NFTs and gaming, it's a big, big plus. Just one of my personal favorite projects, which I would like to go ahead and put across, is Axie Infinity. One is something that you actually missed out if a lot of people were not invested in it a long time back. That's around last year, almost the same period of time, around a week from now. So as you can see, it was around 13 cents at the point of 8th November 2020. The other project which you cannot actually afford to miss, as my personal choice, would be Jetstar. The main reason being Jetstar is not coming out with one single game, guys. They're coming out with two different games. One is a CCG, that's a collectible card game, and two, a MMORPG, and both have a lot of potential to play in the market. Now, card games are becoming very much popular. Imagine Hearthstone, but on the crypto side. And why am I referring to Hearthstone? Because Jetstar has a partnership with Frag Games. They have some amazing games built out, and the partnership with Aaron Miller. Now, Aaron Miller is the one who was actually the artist behind Magic the Gathering, Hearthstone, LucasArts, and he's a AAA artist, guys. He's not a normal kind of an artist. He's a AAA artist, and that changes the game altogether. That really means that Jetstar is a serious deal, and if you want to get onto it, this would be the right opportunity, is what my personal opinion is. Again, the decision should always be made by you. Do your own research. I also have videos on Jetstar. Just go check them out. You can do read the white paper. The new website is coming. You can check all those details and then get onto it. But missed Axie Infinity, this would be the project that you should definitely be looking out for. I mean, imagine the price of Jetstar. Currently, it's around 7 cents. There was a drop. It did reach around 9-10 cents again. This was the second time it hit that 10 cents mark, and now it's again back to 7 cents. But yeah, this is something that you need to go ahead and check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button if you like my content, and stay tuned for more such crypto wisdom videos in the coming episodes.